If you saw my last Animal Crossing video, oh, please, 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 please. Thank you, Cranston. Oh my God, yes, yes, yes. Good luck. Good luck. Bye. Bye. Oh my God. Okay, anyways. What was I trying to say? Oh yes, if you saw my last video on Animal Crossing where I gave like a little update of this island, I introduced you to a brand new area that is this place. I want to tear it down and do something else. But oh my God, Cranston, baby, thank you. He's leaving as well. Okay, so we have that to look forward to. Wow, we're already off to a great start with this video. What a jam-packed day. Let me actually walk you all through what I was trying to plan or whatever. So like I have this path down here that was supposed to come up with like a bridge or whatever. And then I wanted to do my Nook's Cranny here, but like as you can see, the space overall is quite small. So like I didn't want to do too much. And then of course, to nobody's surprise, I think I ended up doing a little too much. Like this just feels like there's a lot going on, like with this path jutting out over here and then coming up. And then we have this extra space that I literally have no idea what to do with. There's like this makeshift cafe area that I mainly have just to change my clothes because for some reason you can change your clothes with the ice cream machine. And then there's a playground as well. And then I have Nook's Cranny back here, and Cranston's house is currently here, but obviously I'm gonna move it. But like, it's just, there's a lot going on, and I feel like I just want to simplify it a little bit and maybe just focus on one thing for this area, which is Nook's Cranny. So I kind of want to just make this an area for Nook's Cranny. So I'm going to make this an area for Nook's Cranny. Unfortunately though, that means I am going to have to move Nook's Cranny in a different space. How many times have I said Nook's Cranny? We'll come back to that. First things first though, I think I actually do want to try and like do some dailies or whatever, because I'm seeing way too many dig spots everywhere. Oh, it's another gyroid. What the? A boy yoing. Why is this so hard to say? A boy oing yoid. Boy yoing. Boy yoing. Okay, so, Benson Boone. Why is he all the way over there? That feels like such a random spot for him to spawn in. All right, I'm getting so overwhelmed. I think first things first, let's just calm things down by just going around, looking for our fossils, seeing how the island's looking, if anything else wild is happening. I mean, sorry to like any Cranston stands watching. Unfortunately, you guys, he's never gonna get his redemption on this island because I'm kicking him out. I would honestly rather not deal with him. I don't know why or when Cranston necessarily became an op on this channel, because like Cranston's never been somebody who's done anything wrong to me. He's kind of always just been a villager that's like just there. I've had him on a couple islands before. I've had him on, I think even back in New Leaf I had him. It's not that I necessarily don't like him. It's more so he's just sort of there, like filler queen energy, in the sense that like they're quite literally just safe every week, and then the show remembers that they're there and then they just eliminate them for being unmemorable. That's kind of the vibes Cranston gives me. Like if he's your boy, like by all means, more power to you. He's just not one of those villagers for me at the end of the day. How am I doing money wise, points wise? I'm pretty sure I have some spare Nook Miles tickets, but like I guess I should be trying to like rack up. Well, I have 5,000 though. I just noticed that. So like that might be enough. That might be fine. I should be trying to earn some bells though, because I do have to move around quite a few buildings, because I would still like to move Cranston's house out of the way. Once again, I'm coming into this video with no plan. This video is literally just going to be me playing Animal Crossing. I have a goal in mind. You know, my goal is to decorate and redo that Nook's Cranny area, but unfortunately, things are just gonna constantly be happening while we're doing that. I don't know. Let's just like go around, look for all our fossils, and then move on from there. Oh my God, my ops are fighting once again. And this is the final conversation that these two are going to be having. Guys, what if they were boyfriends on this island the entire time? And now Cranston's out here not only telling Gruff he's leaving, but possibly breaking up with him as well because he doesn't want to do long distance. Oh my God. Wait, how is this conversation even going right now? Do we think they're like fighting? Do we think they're taking things really well? They've been like conversating with each other. Oh, oh, maybe it was a happy breakup. Wait, dude, what happened? Gruff made potato salad for me. Oh, it's a going away present. That's so cute. He remembered one of my top 10 favorite foods. Oh, I mean, like if you decide to leave as well, Gruff, you wouldn't have to worry about keeping things long distance. You can just go right after Cranston and I don't know, maybe like do things together on a different island. Just saying, you don't have to be here. You can go live with your boyfriend on another island. Walker agrees with me too, right? Oh. Nope. Run away. I don't want to deal with the wrath of that. I'm pretty sure there were supposed to be 6 fossils spawned around the island, but like I could only find 5, and for some reason I found an extra gyroid, which work, honestly. Like the more gyroids the better. But like I also did briefly mention in the last video, I finally unlocked the roost as well. Let's just like go right up here and actually like explore it for the first time on this island. The roost, honestly, okay, so like here's the thing with the roost. Oh God. Is there really any point in like bringing up the whole discussion of like, we used to be able to work for Brewster in the old game and now we can't in this game, blah, blah, blah. There's no point bringing that up. But there is like a couple things that like ever since the 3.0 has been announced, because like duh, we're still in that phase where we're all just theorizing what the hell is going to happen and blah, blah, blah. The roost was like one of the biggest selling points to the 2.0 update. Selling points, quote unquote. Obviously, like it's not something that we had to pay for, but like, you know, the main thing they showed off in the 2.0 update that got most people excited was like Brewster coming back into the game. And like, here's the thing. I guess like, okay, first of all, let's play around with this because this is another thing that I want to bring up later on. I'm going to just scan in. Why don't we just scan in this amiibo right here that I have in my hands? Who is this, you ask? It's Cap'n. Cap'n, aka a person who's about to become the main character of the 3.0 update. One of the biggest selling points to the 3.0 is Cap'n and his entire family, who I completely forgot he brings with him. Oh my God. Hey, the gang's all here. You guys are finally gonna be relevant. Oh my God. Yes, we've got Cap'n, we've got Leilani, Grams, and Leela. Okay, here's the thing. In the last video, I said that like I really hope there's like a lot of things that they didn't share with us in the actual trailer that we're going to discover throughout the game. The thing was though, I feel like all of the major things that are coming have already been announced. Cause like I know I said this was a mistake I made. I said that in the Happy Home Paradise trailer, they didn't reveal that we could renovate our villager homes. They actually did. Someone in the comments pointed it out. They didn't show it off, but they just teased it. So sorry for spreading misinformation. But that has me thinking though. It's like, you know, when it comes to like mini games and Nook's Cranny upgrades, I don't think we're going to be getting those in the 3.0 update now that I really think about it, because I feel like if we were going to get them, they would have showed it off. They showed off the roost in the 2.0 update. They showed off villager home remodels. They showed off like what? Anything that like major happens to one of the already existing buildings on our island. Like, you know, when the roost was announced, the art gallery was announced, they're always shown off in the trailer. And I feel like for something as important as like Nook's Cranny, if it was getting another upgrade and essentially changing as a whole, they're gonna put it in the trailer. Why would they not show it off in the trailer, you know? So it's just like, I don't know. I fear we might not be actually getting them in the 3.0 update. I would really like it, and there's a small part of me that really hopes it's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen is what I'm trying to say right now. I can hope, but I don't think it's gonna happen. The other thing I found out is that the Slumber Islands are also gonna be locked behind NSO, which is just great, you know, it's just perfect. I get why they're doing it that way, because apparently the islands you create in that feature are going to be saved to the cloud and not to your device specifically, so it's going to require Wi-Fi, and obviously, like, I know upkeeping online services in video games and stuff is expensive, blah, blah, blah. That's part of the reason why they're charging players now for online services these days. It's not the whole reason, obviously, but like, it is still a little like, ugh, you know, that like a major feature, something that people have wanted in the game for so long, the ability to like essentially have a creative mode and kind of sort of create extra islands in the game, is just something that like you're essentially gonna have to pay extra for. And it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I get why they're doing it this way, because I think it would be a lot more complicated to have more than one save, or like more than one island, I guess, like load up an entire island on one console, like the physical console itself, especially the Switch 1. The Switch 2 could probably handle it, but it would have been a dumb decision on Nintendo's behalf to make that a part of the Switch 2 edition. It's a good thing they're introducing this into the Switch 1 as well. It just sucks that like you're still gonna have to essentially pay to do it. Obviously not as much as buying a whole new console, but like still extra money that we have to spend in order to do it. And like, again, I know I have NSO, so it's like, why am I complaining? It's still kind of annoying. Like, even though I'm paying for it, I can still be bummed out for people who don't want NSO or like don't want to spend the extra money. And even for me, because like there's the other sad thing that a lot of people don't bring up with like online services nowadays, is that like inevitably they're gonna have to shut down the online servers for the Switch. They've done this with the 3DS, they've done this with the Wii. They shut down online services after a while. Obviously it's not gonna happen maybe this decade, but it's probably gonna happen sooner than we think. And then when that happens, look at New Leaf. New Leaf, one of the big features that everybody loved was the ability to do dream tours. That was the first game to introduce it. You can't do it anymore. Most players aren't able to do it unless they like basically mod their 3DS, you know? And it's just sad because it's the same thing with New Horizons. There's so many features that are tied now to online, specifically the creative mode and dream tours, that like, and custom designs as well, that like maybe 10 years from now, oh my God, why is Phoebe wanting to talk to me? When they shut down online services, people aren't going to have access to them anymore. Like say 20 years from now, I'm going to be in my 40s in 20 years. What if I get the urge to play Animal Crossing New Horizons and I'm like, let's create a brand new island? I'm not going to be able to do it because Nintendo is probably going to have shut down online services by then. And it's just so sad, you know, that like that's gonna happen. And that's kind of one of the things that sucks about making games more and more online as we get older and older, like introducing more and more online features, is that it's not sustainable to keep them running long term. After a while, when the player base dies down, they're gonna have to shut down online servers. It's sad that like that's gonna happen. And of course, like this is me, like I'm obviously speaking for a very long time. Like this isn't gonna happen immediately. It's just something that like we have to think, you know? That is unfortunately the T. And it is sad at the end of the day that like it's tied behind NSO. And it's just weird too, like how many features in this game, especially pertaining to decorating, are tied behind NSO, like custom designs, dream tours, and now the ability to have extra islands to decorate. You have to essentially pay extra in order to actually do it, which is just so icky. And it's like, can we really sit here and celebrate that it's a free update when like there are technically extra charges to said free update? I need to tear this area down. Okay, that brings me to the next thing that I want to bring up, the whole like Resetti's role in the game, you know, and like the fact that it's gonna make tearing down islands so much easier. It's so funny to me seeing people online right now that are like, oh my gosh, I need to like decorate and clean up my island and prepare for the 3.0 update, yada yada. But it's like, this 3.0 update is going to make decorating our islands so much easier. Wouldn't you rather wait until it comes out to like start decorating again? Or like people are like, I'm flattening my island, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I feel like the game is going to get so much easier and more fun to play after the 3.0 comes out. Like, why don't we just wait for that? Unless like you really want to like decorate right now. I mean, like, look at me, girl, I'm about to decorate. I'm still decorating in the island. I'm not trying to like finish. I will say that though, I'm not trying to finish this island by the time the 3.0 update comes out, especially like Windle and Nooktits. There's a small part of me that's like waiting, because like look at how much space I haven't even touched yet on this island, girl. Both on this island and also Nooktits. Like there's a part of me that's like, I think it would make more sense to just wait for the 3.0 update to come out and like Resetti to show up on my island before I start decorating, especially on Nook Tits, because I gotta clear out so many flowers and so many trees on that island. I'm not doing it by hand. I'm not doing it right now. Absolutely not. I'm definitely gonna wait. What am I trying to say right now? You know, I don't know. We have so much time. Oh my God. These guys are having a date together, their final date before Cranston moves out. This whole time they have been dating and I didn't even see it and it was right under my nose. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, you two. I'm so sorry that this is basically my fault. These two are separating because of me. Honestly, like Cranston, baby. Again, gruff, you know, it doesn't have to be as sad because at the end of the day, you can just leave yourself if you want to. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and stop you if you decide to leave. In fact, if he decides to leave, I wouldn't be surprised if it was because of Cranston. It probably most likely is going to be because of Cranston. Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. Girl, there's like no point in like rushing to like fully decorate your island now. I mean, I'm not going to stop you from doing it because like, again, what else is there to do in this game? I feel like, again, decorating and everything is going to be so much more fun once the update actually rolls out. So like, let's just like, you know, I feel like there shouldn't be any pressure to like finish an island right now is what I'm trying to say. Also, house tour time, you guys. Oh my gosh. As you can see, this is my new house. Doesn't it look so great? Like, it's so well organized and detailed. I really decided to go for function over aesthetics with this house. I have the 3 things that matter most to me. Oh.
Hello.
Okay, make that 4 things that matter most to me. Anyways, we have a place to change my clothes, a place to put KK Slider music when I get it, and a place to craft. And then I also have a photo of Brewster here because that's Bay, okay? And Walker's here as well. Hello. I just, you know, suddenly really felt like seeing you, Vis. Oh my God, Walker, you're so kind. It's so funny how like we get so mad at villagers for visiting us out of nowhere, but it's like we're basically doing the same thing to them every time they're home. So it's like, can we really be mad? They're just doing what we're doing to them. So, anyways, Walker, as much as I love you, I would like to leave now so you can leave with me. Bye. First things first, what I'm gonna do is clear out this area. Specifically, I would like to clear out all of this paving. And then I wanna leave the fences where they are because my plan is to essentially move Cranston's house out of the way, move Nook's Cranny so that it's centered right here. So it's the first thing. This is what's so annoying though, is that Nook's Cranny is 7 tiles wide. This path is 2 tiles wide. So it's not going to be centered unless I make this a 3 tile wide path. I could just do that, right? I could just make it a 3 tile wide path. Let's move Cranston's house out of the way. That's probably a good thing to start off with. Hopefully they let me because he's not in boxes yet, so I feel like I should be able to just move his house. Cranston has made up his mind to leave this island, so it's a bad timing to move his home. Who gives a f what he thinks? This is my island, girl. I'm gonna do what I want. I mean, I guess while I'm here then, we'll move the shop instead. How about that? Okay, this is something that I've been thinking about as well. Ugh. But I don't want to put my Nook's Cranny here. That's the thing. Ugh, this is what's so annoying. I was like thinking, because like this is like the perfect amount of space for Nook's Cranny to be built. Like, let me imagine this real quick, girl. So there's a part of me that wants to put Nook's Cranny here as well. Again, like it's kind of a good spot for like this cute little humble family corner shop vibes. And it's also like right by the museum as well. Granted, I'm gonna have to like do an awkward walk around to get to it. It's much to think about, Plus I would save so many bells. I would save so much money right now if I just move it here, because then I wouldn't have to move it around once again. And then again, it actually like, it gives this spot right here something to do. Screw it, let's just be impulsive. What if I just decided to do it right here? I'm gonna do it right here. No, I'm gonna do it right here. This is absolutely the spot, girl. Oop. I guess Benson Boone is going to be living next to the shop. And like, it kind of works as well because when you look at the map, my Able Sisters is right there, and then the museum is over there. Having Nook's Cranny close by kind of makes more sense. But now that I think about it, it's like, oh shoot, why the hell is the fountain squirting like that? Oh my god, I forgot it did that. But now I'm like, what am I gonna do over here? Oh, right. That just completely like, we're gonna have to think about this, but for now, I think what I should do is just clear out the area. Cranston, baby, I'm gonna need you to leave. I'm gonna need you to leave because it's time. Request cleanup. Wait a damn second. Wait, we already have a cleanup service in the game. I know what this is. It's not as in-depth as it's about to be, but why did I completely forget we have a cleanup service already in the game? It's basically the same thing, but I think it only clears out the 9 tiles around you, or maybe like a specific section. It's not as in-depth because with the update and Resetti's role, it's going to be like more, you have more control. You can either do the entire island or you can do like specific parts, and you can actually see what the specific part that you're going to remove is. But yeah, I forgot that the cleanup service is already a thing in the game. I never use it because how like not great it actually is. Cranston, can you move out of the damn way? Why are you in the fucking corner? I've seen a lot of people online get sad about like how essentially sanitized he's been in this game, but like I feel like people kind of forget that like Resetti's sanitation, quote unquote, if you will, has been a thing in like basically almost every game, because like he was introduced in the GameCube version, and I believe it was the GameCube version when parents started complaining about him. It was either GameCube or Wild World. It was one of those where like he used to be really intense on players for resetting their games, which like for me, I wasn't really all that gagged by it, but like yeah, apparently there were complaints from parents that were like Resetti was making their kids cry, blah blah blah, which like to be fair, why the hell is a video game character out of all things yelling at you like that? Like, you know, it's actually kind of f***ed up when you really think about how he was in the older games. I think it was in Wild World and City Folk though, because New Leaf was actually the first game that like really toned down Resetti's character. If you remember from my New Leaf video that I made last year, Resetti became an optional thing. Like before he was just in the game regardless, but then New Leaf, they made him completely optional. If you ever reset your game, then you were able to unlock him, but you weren't actually able to have him in your town unless you paid 300,000 bells to unlock the sewer grates where his offices are as a public works project. So like it's actually so wild that like they did that, and I get why they did that, but it's still just so funny. And like even his dialogue in New Leaf, while it was still intense and wild, you can tell that like they wrote it into his character that he was somebody who like low-key looked like he was going to therapy. That's kind of the vibes he was giving. Like he was going to the government or like the work mandated therapy sessions because too many people were going to HR to complain about his behavior. So like you can tell he was a lot more reserved and a lot more quiet. And I feel like in New Horizons, the very few conversations you're able to have with him, he looks like a healed man. Like, dare I say, he actually looks like somebody who went to therapy, learned about how toxic his ways were and the way he was conversating with people. He learned and realized that he shouldn't be talking like that, especially to children. And now he's just like an extremely chill dude. And like, I have to be so honest, as someone who loves Resetti, even back in the older games, I don't hate what they've done with this characterization in this game. I don't necessarily love it, but hopefully I will now that he's like an actual fully fleshed out character. Maybe it's just because I'm getting older and like I'm realizing that like men who yell at people for no reason is actually very annoying. Maybe it's that, I don't know. But like, you know, I feel like there was a lesson. Like that's the main reason why they make Resetti so tough on players in the older games for resetting, was because it was like basically teaching kids who are playing the game a lesson of like, you can't reset your game, girl. If something doesn't go your way, you have to learn to deal with it. If you reset the game and try again, that's not how life works, blah, 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 things like that. But I feel like in this day and age specifically, especially now that like autosave is such a common thing in video games, it's like, what else are they able to do with him? They can't have Resetti be the guy who teaches you not to reset your game, because I feel like video games as a whole have just become a place that is just so much more about freedom and like having control over your life, especially in a life sim situation. Like, people play these games because they have the ability to have more control in their day-to-day and things like that. And I feel like it's especially apparent in New Horizons that it's just like, what's the point of having a guy yell at you, telling you you're not able to control all aspects of your life, when like this is essentially a video game where you are able to do that? This area is now officially cleared out, and I need to think. I know what I want to do. I just don't know how to go about doing it. I want to try and do something a little similar to what I have going on down here. Because like obviously this space is so much smaller. I'm trying to like, I don't know how to do it. I think that's what it is. I feel like I'm gonna have to like terraform maybe this area over here so that there's like more space. Where's the bridge? Because essentially like I would want the bridge to be here in order for this to work. So I'm gonna have to like move the path over. So I guess what I could do is probably just like clear out this tree. I'm not gonna build the bridge now because I don't have enough bells to do that, and I'm gonna have to grind up for that. So I'm probably gonna do that on my own time. The bridge would essentially have to be over here. So like, I guess what I could do is maybe have the path instead, like it kind of goes like this. Maybe what I could do is have the path just kind of come up to like here and then just goes up this way. That would probably work. Hold on, let's do this. You know what? Just because it's like, what is the point of the extra curve, girl? That looks so pointless, especially when it's like, I could just do this. I think I'm gonna do this instead. Hold on. And then we can get rid of this like so. And then boom, Phoebe now has extra space for more yard. That works out for her. And then I'll probably just like put the bush that I have in my pockets like right here. And then maybe, oh, actually even better. Hold on. Dig the bush back up. Let's put a tree right over here. Maybe we'll do a cedar tree because I have way too many normal saplings here. I definitely want to go in and like swap some of these out for cedars. And then we'll put the bush over here. Okay, that kind of works. That looks better. It's still that very like cozy foresty vibe, but like, again, a lot more space and it's a lot more open. And then the path just basically comes here. We have this coming up here. And like this straight path honestly could just work. Maybe it doesn't have to be the pond right here. Maybe I could put like the pond over here or over here instead. Also, you know what's so annoying? Because now that I'm seeing this space, I fear I am gonna bring the playground back. I don't know, we'll see about that. I think for now, why don't we just take a little break from decorating and maybe go on a villager hunt? Because Cranston is officially leaving the island, so like that gives us a chance to bring a brand new villager onto the island as well. What is this outfit? Oh my god, I'm low-key obsessed, but at the same time, I can't help but be extremely, extremely worried. Boone, are you okay, baby? Love the sunny weather we've been having lately, baboon. Helps you woke up. Okay. I can't get over this face card. I can't get over that. Like, I gave these glasses to him just because I thought it would be so fun. I did not realize that it's almost the exact shade as his cheeks. What the hell do you want? You ready to hear some classic chatter drama? All right, buckle up. I was gonna buy some flowers for a friend, but I didn't want to send the wrong impression, you know? The wrong color or arrangement could be disastrous. It could literally change the course of our friendship. Ooh. Who you out here wanting to make sure you're not getting into a relationship with? Or not. They're just flowers, right? Sometimes I just need to say it out loud to check myself. You said you had drama. Where was the drama, girl? You call yourself an actor and yet you are out here. You know what? Like, honestly, I kind of with that. The fact that he was able to oversell such a minor inconvenience in his life like that, that is actually the work of a good actor. So Chatter, even though I always whack you for no reason, I'll give you your 10s for that. You really had me thinking you were about to tell me something so interesting, only for it to go nowhere and leaving me disappointment. It takes true skill to make me feel that disappointed about potential drama. So good job, Chatter. And also good job, Cranston, for finally understanding what I've been trying to tell you this entire time, which was to get the hell off my island. You're finally doing it. And that means we can go on a villager hunt. I only have enough miles for 3 tickets, and I would prefer to save my miles for more important things. So I think this time around, we're going to go on a villager hunt with only 2 tickets. It's going to be a very this or that situation, or even more fun. What if I just did a this situation? 1 ticket. I think I'm going to do 1 ticket this time around because honestly, I feel like this island's a lot more fun when you kind of just let things happen, you know, especially with like villagers and stuff, instead of like having a choice on who moves in. It's more fun to just kind of go in and take whoever shows up on your island and deal with them one way or another. That's kind of always what's made Animal Crossing so fun for me, especially with the older games. So I feel like bringing that mindset back. I know I could just autofill instead, but I would rather villager hunt anyways, because like I do need crafting items. And also I'm really hoping that this island I go to is a money rock island, because that would be very, very helpful because I am so broke on this island specifically. I would like the cash because I need to build a bridge. I need to move some more buildings, things like that. Why the hell are these two? Oh my god, look at Midge specifically. Y'all saw the way these two were eyeing Phoebe like that. Oop, she was about to do it again, but she realized she was on camera. Midge, do you have some feelings for Phoebe? It wouldn't surprise me if you did, girl. And also Benson Boone, is that like your himbo wingman? Look at her. She's just staring her down. From Midge's view specifically, you know exactly what she's looking at. Oh my god. It would not surprise me if she had a crush on Phoebe. I don't know. There's just something about these two as well. Something about the first 2 girl birds. One being a sisterly villager and one being pink. Something always happens between the 2 of them, and I fear there's something that's gonna happen between these 2 as well. And me and Benson Boone notice. We're noticing these things, Midge. You can do what you want. Me and Benson Boone will be your hype men. We'll make sure this happens to you, girl. We'll make sure you end up with Phoebe. Trust, it will happen. Phoebe, she's coming back. Where are you going now? Oh. Look at Phoebe trying to act like she doesn't realize. She's trying to act like she doesn't realize Midge is here, but like look at her getting closer and closer to Midge and working out. Phoebe, I noticed you, girl. I noticed you for sure. Oh my god, I was literally like, all right, it's time to go to the first island now, but like, mama, I need a time travel. I think the rules for this villager hunt, I am either going to take the first villager I see on this island, or I'm going to let the game autofill. How about that? Just so that there's some choice, just to give me some leeway. It's either I can mentally prepare for whoever's on the island, or I can be extremely nervous that a villager from Fallbrook or Nooktits shows up on this island. Because yeah, girl, I have visited this island through Nooktits as well. How do you think I was able to pay off my house? We have an entire huge roster of villagers that are potentially loaded up into the queue that could be showing up on this island, girl. Bubbles could show up, Barreled could show up. Technically, Peck could possibly show up. I don't know if that's how it works, because I did kick off Peck from Nooktits, but then I brought him back via Amiibo. So like, I don't know if he would still register into this island's queue, but it could happen. You never know. But here we are on the first and only island of the day. It's not a Money Rock Island. I can tell by that tree. Who's the villager on this island, girl? Who is it? Oh, that's a rock. Wait, oh, is that Sprinkle? Sprinkle. Ooh. Sprinkle is cool. Sprinkle's cute. It could be, oh, it could be like another, what if I talk to her while there's bees? Oh, I was gonna try and talk to her while bees were chasing me, never mind. Oh my God, and I'm doing that right in front of Sprinkle too. Sprinkle, ooh, I hate that you're seeing me like this. I do like Sprinkle. I think she's really, really cute. Do I really want another bird on my island though? As everybody knows, I famously don't like birds in real life. I am very, not anti-bird, I just have very, very traumatic history with birds that I would rather just not deal with them in any part of my life, which is ironic because my favorite Pokemon of all time is Altaria. Don't get me wrong, like I do love the bird villagers in this game, but like, do I really want another bird? I don't know. Like, Sprinkle is cute, and I don't have a peppy villager on my island. I think the fact that I'm taking this long to decide whether or not I want her is proof enough that I don't want her on this island, because yeah, girl, like I just don't want her on the island. I think it's as simple as that. This is my island. I do what I want. And right now, what I want to do is not say yes to Sprinkle. So I'm not going to take Sprinkle. So sorry to any Sprinkle stands watching, but unfortunately that does mean I'm probably gonna just have to let the game autofill instead then. Let me finish grabbing all the things first and then we'll do that. But while I do that, back to like my discussions about 3.0. I'm just splicing this in now because like, I don't know if the red ramble or the Resetti ramble that I had earlier on made sense, but like, I just want to say it's so interesting because Resetti as a whole really reflects the change in gaming. You know, it used to be all about not not having like full control of your game and things like that. Like that's why they tell you not to reset, and that's why they have Resetti yell at you for resetting, because they're basically teaching you don't reset your game, just let things happen. You don't have control over everything, blah blah blah. But now in this game specifically, he's essentially the person that lets you have so much control on your island, because now you are literally going to Resetti to be like, hey, get rid of all this, I don't want it on my island anymore. And instead of him being like, no bro, get over it and deal with it, he's like, all right, I'll help you clean it up. It's just so interesting. I feel like as a whole it really does reflect the state of Animal Crossing. It used to be a game about just letting things happen, but now it's kind of become a game that's all about your choices, your ideas, and your design, things like that. So kind of something that I've thought about. And I just wanted to say it because I feel like that like comparison right there really does sum it up. And I wish I said it earlier because it would have made more sense back then, but now we're going to say it here. Oh my God. I thought she was about to be like somebody moved in. Never mind. We have a campsite today as well. Who's the camper? I want her. I want her on my island. Are you kidding me? I want her on my island. I want you. I want you. I want you. I want you so bad. I love Freckles. I just said I was anti-bird, but Freckles is somebody who I'm willing to let stay here. Stay here, Diva. Stay here. I'm not sure. Here's an idea. Let's play a game. If you win, I'll move here. Okay, you better kick out a villager who I'm willing to let kick out. Do not say Benson Boone. Is it red or black? Let's go black, baby. I don't know. Oh, damn it. All right, fine. Freckles, I'm coming back to you, though. I am coming back to you. Here we have a plot that actually autofilled for once the next day. Usually my plots never autofill. We are going to have a brand new villager show up on this island tomorrow. Who is the villager? Okay, you're funny. You're funny, game. You're funny. You're hilarious. That's No, wait, no. I read that right. No, like that was wrong. That didn't say what I thought it said. That said Julia. That says Julia. No. No, that says Julia. This is a glitch. It's Julia. No, I reject. Tom Nook, I reject. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Of all the damn villagers, you guys, of all the damn villagers, guys, I'm sick. I'm sick. You're sick. This game is sick. No, I just need to sit here and just like take it in what I'm reading. This is absolutely sick and twisted. Oh my gosh. And they didn't even react. That's the main reason why I was sitting here. I thought you guys were going to get into a fight or something. Oh my God. Freckles, I need you on my island now. I need you on my island now. Please come on my island and kick out Gruff. Please. At least that would make me feel better. I cannot have Cheese Rat, Olaf, and Gruff on this damn island. Girl, I don't want your damn jockey uniform. I want you to move in here now. I need you here now. Please. Glam it up here, Diva. Glam it up here. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, she said yes. Oh my gosh, she said yes. Please. No. I know I said before. Listen, wait, no. This is me bending the rules. I'm not bending the rules. The rule was if the villager asked to leave, I would kick them out. Not if the campsite tells me to kick the villager out. That's not part of the rule. Don't comment that down below because that's not the rule. Freckles, you are not kicking out Fuchsia. Fuchsia, Walker, Benson Boone, and Timbra are absolutely not to be touched right now. Also Midge and Phoebe and Sprocket as well, because Sprocket is my best friend and I don't want Sprocket off this island either. And Chatter, don't kick him out either. Because I would like to have him as an op. I think the drama that he and Olaf would bring together would be so really good for my channel, for the views, for everything. So there's only one option of a villager that you need to kick out. So it better be that. You better tell me you want to kick him out. The irony doesn't pass me, by the way. I don't know if that's what the saying is, but like the fact that I was like, oh yeah, I think the game's more fun when you just let villagers move in and out on their own will instead of having to like control it, blah blah blah. And then Olaf moves in and I get pissed, and Freckles isn't kicking out Gruff and I get even more pissed. I can't help it. Maybe there's a small part of me that does agree. There is a part of me that agrees with the whole like, when there is choice, it's fun. I just think it's more fun when it's like a mixture. It's like sometimes you choose, sometimes you don't choose, things like that, just to make things more fun. I don't want to play a game with you, girl. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Heart, diamond, spade, or club. She went heart last time. Maybe it's a diamond this time. Are you? Damn it. This girl and her damn hearts. I'm about to rip yours out if you don't choose to let Gruff go. Yes. Oh my God, thank you. And how interesting is it that Gruff was the one who Resident Services said wants to leave? Totally. That's exactly what happened because he wants to go after his man Cranston. Yes, he did. And he agreed. He said this island totes needs a famous musician, but he's too busy to do it himself. He's moving away and I'll be moving here super soon. Freckles is coming to the island. Oh my God. If Olaf wasn't the villager that auto-filled onto my damn island, like I would be okay with letting Freckles go. But like Gruff, Chatter, and Olaf on the island, absolutely not, girl. I cannot handle that. I need another girl on the island. I need another girl. Freckles is one of my besties. Okay, Freckles is that girl and I'm happy to have her to calm me down when Olaf and Chatter piss me off. I can finally try and start decorating once again though, which it did take a while to get Freckles to ask who I wanted her to ask. And like, I've kind of been like racking my brains up and like figuring out what to do with that area. And I think I have a better idea for what I want to do now. Oh, right. Olaf is here. Oh my God. I didn't even... Guys, I didn't even say goodbye to Gruff. Wait. Wait, I didn't even say goodbye to Gruff. Wait, stop. I actually feel bad. I completely forgot that's something you're supposed to do. When the camper kicks them out, they immediately go into boxes. Gruff, girl, I'm so sorry. I'm not that sorry, but I'm still sorry. Oh, Auntie's out here running around. Auntie Timbra, my diva. Yeah, girl, I know it's been a while since we spoke. I don't care. Sprocket, talk to me too. I haven't spoken to you yet. Hello. Okay, so Nook's Cranny is here as well. I completely forgot about this. I actually like this. Honestly, it really does give humble corner family shop. So I think I'm going to keep it there for the time being. But yes, like I said, I kind of have an idea. We're going to have the stone path still jut up straight to this area. Oh God, he's here. We'll deal with that later. I think what I want to do is have the path just go up till here, ramp right here. And I'm going to keep Olaf's house here. And then I'm going to put someone else's house on this side. There's going to be 2 homes here. And then that can be like a little neighborhood section. And then for this path and whatever, I'm thinking this side, this is going to be so annoying because I just got rid of it. But this side, I'm going to put the playground. And then this side, I'm thinking a pond and a few benches and just like more natural vibes, if you will. What I'm thinking is this stone path. Hopefully the bridge can actually go here. If not, I'll just probably like fix that up on my own time. But yes, I'm thinking just a path that goes straight like so. And then this can be like a park in general, you know, very like simple urban vibes or whatever. I don't want the playground to be like way too big because this is definitely a lot of space for a playground, but like it could be something similar to what I had before. So like maybe the playground can start like right here, like this, and just kind of go up until here. I'm going to make the playground a lot smaller because aside from Timmy and Tommy, there are no children on this island, you know? So like the playground doesn't have to be that big. It can probably just be like this section right here. And then maybe I'll jut it out this way as well, just so that there's like more space for things or whatever. And then we'll just have it come down like so. Oh my God, wait, I just remembered I'm supposed to say hi to Olaf. Let me just say hi to him real quick. Nook Tits Nation, get up. We have a familiar face returning to the channel. Olaf was my campsite villager on Nook Tits. And then of course I kicked them out as soon as I was able to. And now he's here. So your name is Vis. Is that how you say it? Well, good to meet you. I'm Olaf, a fresh new face from Nook Tits. Okay, yeah, so this is the Olaf from Nook Tits. Oh my God. Of all the frickin' villagers to show their damn face to me on this island, it had to be him. No, yeah. No, yeah, yeah, no, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this right here. And luckily I have a lot of trees in my pockets, so like I can figure out the trees situation immediately as well. Because there was like one thing that I did before that I kind of want to recreate, which was like the tree with the bike in front of it. I want to put that like down here, baby. Let's do a peach tree. You know, a nice cute little fruit tree by the playground that's cute and fun. And then maybe not there, girl. I don't know why. I don't know why my player dug all the way over there. We'll put a cedar tree right here and then maybe make this like a little seating area or whatever. And I think that's good enough. I don't want to put too many trees because that was the other thing as well. This is going to be a gag for me to say out loud, but you guys, I feel like there were too many trees in this area as well. Oh my God, the concept of me saying too many trees. I think I want there to be a path that kind of comes out to like right here, just so that, like I said, there isn't like too much space for me to work with. Because I feel like when there's too much space, it kind of just gets a little too jumbled or whatever. So what I'm thinking of doing, and the main reason why I want to put a pond over here is just so that I have a place to actually fish that spawn in the ponds, because I'm not trying to like complete the museum on this island, obviously, because girl, I don't know if I'm ever going to do that, But I do want to at least try and make more progress on this island with it than say Nook Tits. Luckily for me, I have a photo of what the pond used to look like. And just to make sure I remember, let me just take some photos of it. Let's see if I can actually recreate the pond. What the hell do you mean you can't? What the hell was that animation, girl? So then we'll do another thing like so. Ooh, this pond's actually going to be a lot bigger than I thought. That's fine. That's fine. I feel like if the pond actually takes up this much space, that probably works better because then that's like less space for me to decorate in. You know, I would rather have like most of this area be a pond rather than like anything else. Okay, so I think instead of having it jut outwards, I'm gonna have it go inwards instead. So like we have this section like so. I think I'm gonna do this and then have the pond come back inwards so that I can have like some space up here for a tree, if that makes sense. We'll do this and then we'll just kind of have it come back down like so. Hold on. How am I going to do this? Wait, that looks better. I think that looks better. Okay, just for reference, this is what I went in trying to make. And as you can see, I ended up with something that looks nothing like that. But I think this works better because it's like, there's space here for like, there's not a lot going on this side. So like maybe this could be like a place to fish. And then there's like space here where I can like still decorate if I wanted to. Like I'm thinking right away, I can plop down another tree like this. And then maybe just add like a few benches or whatever and have them face the river. And then on this side, maybe I can put another tree. I love that I just said I was putting too many trees. And then I was like, no, let's not do that again. But now I'm back to putting more trees. I think just like one tree like that could be cute. So this is the layout of the area. I will say this does look so much nicer already. I'm kind of living for it, but I'm realizing right now I actually don't want that tree there. Hold on. So I think what I'm going to do, honestly, I said I was going to put the bike in front of this tree, but I kind of want to put the bike in front of this tree instead. I don't know why, but I really like how the bike looks in front of the tree. Like this specific arrangement, it just looks so nice to me. Like I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why, but I just really like it, so I'm gonna roll with this. And then I think I'm gonna put maybe the tricycle over here, maybe like a squad pulled up to the playground together. We have someone on their bike, you know, like maybe Tommy's on the mountain bike and Timmy's on the tricycle. They pulled up together. That's kind of the vibe that they give me. Boom. I really like this specific version, like this specific colorway of the jungle gym. That's why I always use this one. Something about the primary colors specifically just look really nice to me. We'll put maybe the elephant slide like so. What does the sandbox look like? I fear the sandbox is going to take up too much space because like it's a rather small playground. I'm realizing, I don't really like how the sandbox looks here. Although I guess when it's like this, it probably works a little better. Maybe like that. That's fine. I think I'll go with that. I'm looking at this right now though. I definitely want to add a fence right here. Oh God. I don't have a storage shed, by the way, so unfortunately, I do have to keep running back and forth between my house and where I'm building until I can figure that out. I'm too lazy to like pay off my house completely. Don't mind me as I quickly dig up these trees just so that I can actually make space. I think I'll just dig up these two actually. I'll leave that tree there just for like some layering or whatever. And then we'll just quickly do this just to like open up the space. Because even though I don't like him, now you can actually see Olaf's house a lot more clear. And it kind of just opens up the space as a whole. You know, it looks a lot less cluttered and crowded or whatever. Also, I have the park fence in my pockets that I'm going to use right here. I think I'll just do it in the yellow because the yellows and the blues are really kind of working together, if you will. So we'll do this. And then that gives this empty space right over here, which I will be honest, I think I am probably going to do some waterscaping over here just to kind of make it look a little more natural because like I don't like how straight it looks right now, although it's also straight on this side. So I don't know. God, I cannot wait for the 3.0 update just so that terraforming and waterscaping or whatever can be like a little less clunky like it is in this game. It absolutely bothers me how clunky it is in this damn game. And I'm excited for the update. We'll do like this. And then what I'm thinking of doing is maybe just like cornering it up, because like I'm going to get rid of this bridge. So then I'll probably just have it go like, shoom, you know, just so that like I want to get rid of most of this grass over here. I guess I could just do it now, honestly. There's like no point in me like saving this for later. Why don't we try and figure this out now? We have 2 bridges on the island. We're getting rid of one of our 2 bridges. So that's fine by me. Demolish, baby. Let's just move on to tomorrow then and finish things up. Oh, don't update my system, girl. Thank you. I am interrupting this moment though, because we have something important. We need to say hi to Freckles. She is officially here. Hi, Vis. Thanks for the chat at that campsite. I moved here as soon as I could. You were totes right. This island is amazing. I'm so excited to live here now. Let's chat our faces off once I'm done unpacking, okay? Oh my gosh. My girl is officially on the island, Freckles. Yes, that's another pink bird on the island. Midge has got some competition, girl. Anyways, back to what I was doing before. Oh my God. And of course, they're actually friends with each other too. Bro, are you kidding me? What, Olaf? What do you want? I'm just out enjoying the cool breezes of Wendell. Boring ass conversation. Chatter, let's try to have a better conversation. Hey, I was just thinking about you, and now you're here. No. I knew this was a mistake. I knew it was a mistake to have 2 of them. My 2 worst campsite villagers on an island together. Absolutely not. Oh my God, there's no bridge here anymore. I forgot about that. I guess we can try and figure out the river to start things off. I kind of wanted to, like, how do I want to do this? Because I want it to look natural, but like take up less space. And I'm realizing it's actually kind of annoying to do that because the tree is right here. So I think what I could do, I feel like this is good enough. Honestly, oh my God, stop. Let's just do this like so. And then maybe have it jut out like that. Yes, that kind of works. That does kind of work. And then how does it look on the other side? Let me just see real quick. I was gonna say like maybe I could maybe make it look less like this, but like honestly I don't mind that there's like this big thing. It kind of looks like a human stomach, I'm not gonna lie. The shape of it, but like this kind of works because I feel like this is how the rivers used to look in New Leaf. There was always like that one big section of the corner of the river that just was like a big pond or whatever. So maybe this could represent that. Not that I'm trying to go for like New Leaf core with this island, but this is fine. The river looks cute. Also, I would like to make a change. I've decided instead of the sandbox, I'm gonna actually use the springy ride-ons. I feel like these would actually just look a lot better. Hold on. They take up less space. They don't look as crowded as the thing did before. Like that's cuter. No, I kind of like this a lot more. I prefer this over the sandbox, you know, because you can actually kind of interact with it compared to the sandbox. The slide you can't use. You can sit on the jungle gym at least. So like, you know, hopefully villagers, when they actually show up here, they're gonna do a little more than just stare and walk by everything. I also want to real quick plant a bush right over here. And as you can see in my pockets, I did get some items as well, because I'm thinking we can put the wild log bench like so. Cute. Oh my gosh, yes, it's like a little cute seating area or whatever. I kind of want to plant a tree here just to see how it looks. That's not bad. I don't hate that actually. No, I don't hate that. I'm gonna roll with that. Yeah, this looks a lot better though. I think this is where I'm gonna leave off for now. This is the current progress. It also looks so much nicer on the map, by the way. That looks a lot cleaner. I think I'm a lot happier with this than what it looked like before. You see, that's a good lesson to learn. Sometimes in life, you have to do things more than once. It takes multiple tries sometimes to get things looking nice. This looks so much better. I'm a lot happier with this. I sacrificed some villagers in the process, but I feel like it was worth it in the end because now I'm left with something that I prefer. Okay, and yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. That was this video. Girl, I don't know what this video was, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. If this happened to be your first time ever watching me play Animal Crossing, yeah, girl, this is how I play the game. Not a lot of it makes sense, but hope you enjoyed it anyways. Like I said, I'm probably going to do some more zhuzhing and whatever off camera, specifically this area right here. Apparently Midge is pretty... Oh no, Midge. She'd feel better if I paid her a visit. Honey, I feel like she'd feel better if Phoebe paid her a visit instead, if you catch my drift.